All right, still dropping frames. Fuck. Okay. All right. So dropping frames, but we'll live with it for now. Made with Unity feels like a curse now. Like, like someone spit on your game. Ugh. The Unity stuff is just stressing me out at this point, making me upset, angy, even a little upsetty spaghetti. Oh, it's not Godot. It's Godot. Funny. The more you learn, the more you learn. Okay, so let's think about this really quick. We want to double check a few things um, on our character here. Be right back to get some water. Hmm. What if there's something I could do to sort of like jostle the stream, try to get it to unfuck itself? um, oh, all right, guys. I'm 100% an open source radical after today. It's time. Uh, Holy shit. Any personal project I'm going to be making, it will be an open source end now. As it turns out, there is the Blender game engine. They just released a VR version of it or integration or whatever. So I'm going to take a look at that at some point today. See what it's like, because that'd be nice. That'd be really nice. Um, okay, so the dress is clipping. So we're going to see how we can fix that really quick. First thing we're going to do is simply take the back of the dress, or this interior section, Set it to sharp, connected only, and we're just going to push this back away so that at the very least on this interior section has some space. Because it's really just this chunk, this other chunk that's kind of clipping through mostly. Forward a little bit more, this time with this stronger brush. Back again from lunch. Welcome back, Nardum. All that roasting today. No. It's my Twitter is exploding. Hey there, Chelsea. Welcome. Yeah, Unity really seems to have kicked the hornet's nest here. I'm kind of happy to see it. I'm happy to see it. I don't. My hope is the outrage doesn't end until someone's fired. Blender Game Engine Revival Crew. What's absolutely. Yeah, I'm gonna take a look at that today. Um, Certainly for any personal project moving forward, I'm probably just gonna use that because yeah, fuck Unity. I just yeah, I I get it now. I get it now. Feel the open source radicalization upon me. I mean, what, I don't know if you saw my Twitter, but even Jeff Keighley, uh, of like TV fame, he's like, "This has got to be a joke, right?" I'm like, okay, that felt validating to see that from him. He's had his own drama over the years in the game industry, but it's like, yes, we go ahead and make a backup copy. I'm wondering if once I get Quest 3 with pass through, I can stream my carpentry work. Interesting. Huh. I don't know how that would work. It'd be interesting if it could, but I'd be very interested to see that. I'd love to have more streaming functionality from a headset itself. That would be super nice. But it only has the one camera. You can always just do a camera, get a little tripod. It's the opposite direction. Neither ready to commit to Unity. That's fine. Holy shit. So I'm on Reddit right now. Unity silently removed their GitHub repo to track license changes. They updated their license to remove the clause that lets you use the TOS from the version you shipped with. Then insists games already shipped need to pay the new fees. Yeah, because there's been this question of, you know, the retroactive fees because of course they're only going to start charging into the 2024, but games that have already existed under a different license, they're going to try to charge them as well, like under these new fees. Yeah, that could involve some big companies in a lawsuit, notably Nintendo, um yeah, and all those that jazz. I used to have used to have different things over the years, usually on the Rebel side. 3JS go to little Blender game engine, old school or old version in school. Well, it's time to return, and I'll be joining you this time. All right. So let's check. We adjusted the dress. Now we want to check the FBX file here and see if this is now clipping. There's always going to be a little clipping. Yes, they stated all old stuff will fall under the new license. I'm not sure that's possible everywhere in the world. It's certainly skirting, if not just outright illegal. There's just no way. At the very least, regardless of legality, they're absolutely open for a lawsuit. 100%. There's just no way they get out of that without being sued. So the leg pokes through a little right there. If we move the front forward a little. Okay, let's make this pose in Blender and then adjust in this pose. And some parts might be seen as a breach of contract. It is. It has to be. Like, there's no way it's not. I'm just like honestly so baffled at this point that this is what they chose to do. And I just feel that I have to start doing open source now. Like it's not a choice, or have to embrace open source. Like what other option is there? Wait for another company to pull some other bullshit maneuver doing the same exact kind of thing? Just feels like a matter of time. Yeah. Not to get so gung ho and wrapped up in it. It's just I don't know. It sucks because I feel like it really could affect me quite directly. If they kill VR chat because of their stupid business practices, like that impacts me so directly. Um, anyway, it makes me anxious. Oh, okay, I should put her at 0. A little easier to work with that way. Excuse me. Bit of delay with chat stream, but no worries. I can understand how you feel. Yeah, unfortunately, we're not dropping as many frames. Should be leveling out a little bit now. Should be kind of catching up with me. Landscape definitely will change over the next few years. Yeah, I think so many of the comments that I'm seeing right now is just like, there's no way Unity can cover this. And financially maybe they'll be okay in the short term, but in general, it's just like no one will want to work with them. And I hope that it just pushes open source game engines to the next level. Because certainly, like Disney and all these other companies, it's like they've already tried their in-house software, and eventually that they moved away from that, and then they're working on these companies, and now the companies that they're working with that have open platforms like Unity are suddenly trying to shaft them too. The only option is to embrace open source. It's the only thing that's accountable. No, fingers crossed. Um, Exported dress looks good. I didn't see any clipping. I think we'll just kind of want to move the edges of this back a little ways. Going to close this gap if possible. I'm furious. Godot 4.0 is looking quite promising, for example, but to be 100% honest, it is simply not no Unreal Unity package deal. This might give people more incentive to develop those platforms further now. I would think so. It's just like a lot of people have been on the fence, this and that, but definitely a huge chunk of the active video game community, the one making money for Unity, is just done with them. Like they just can't trust them. It's not a matter of, oh, will Unity go back to this or that? It's just like it's just over for them. Um, and if that's the case, uh, I just there's nowhere for them to go. Let's see if that material assignment is correct on the cheek fluff within Unity. Within Unity, to be clear. Assign it to the hair. See what that looks like. I could have just done this, gone to UV editing, and then seen what this one looks like. Okay, these are very different. Maybe they have a different UV map? I'm not sure. That seems odd. Checking some VR stuff when 4.0 landed, it seemed easy enough, but I can't do a lot of things people take for granted in bigger engines. Thankfully, VR is in a space where it is still relatively new, and people are looking to make things on the more optimized side. VR chat maybe being the only exception. um, these ones are also solid colors. Yes. I guess they are supposed to be this gray. Yeah, it's Poyomi shader. Interesting. Maybe I'll just re-import the materials just in case. And then see if we can bring in the Unity package. Just in case something went wrong with the Poyomi shaders. Or well, it can for some stuff, but just not as easily. I mean, you can program everything in the end, but that's not why people use engines. Yeah, that's very true. People want high quality features to. There was no README file with the DLC. Gotcha, gotcha. Interesting. I have it figured out now. Things are working as expected, but um, it said to look for it. Maybe in the download page then. I don't know. It said the package, so. All right. I'm back. Leave me alone, FBI agent. Leave me alone. Okay. So we refresh the materials, no changes. So I think this is what we're going to go with. All right. Then so we did the fix the dress clipping. We got the hair material assigned. Um, what we want to check now is the sword, because looking at this, we have the sword. 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 Excuse me. In our menus, right? Main menu, we just have body options. But in the FX layer, we do have the sword. Here, sword handling system and a knife handling system. I think we just want the sword. Um, hello, Nora Smith. Hello, hello. This is Unity, the cursed Unity. uh, you've been spending all day looking at Twitter, watching Unity shit itself online. But hello, welcome. Previous modeler removed the sword for some reason. Gotcha, gotcha. That's okay. It's easy to replace. And thankfully, this avatar has a really cool setup for the sword that should be easy to use. You need to pay attention, kids. In a few years' time, this tech will be for good. It's Unity. Unity. But I use it to make VR chat avatars. That's what I do full time. So we want to find the FX. So this is the reduced fantasy FX layer, but it has the animator stuff in there. So what we're actually looking for is to put back on the main menu the sword options. You can make a VTuber model on this. Yes, you can. You can make a VTuber, VR chat avatars. A lot of software integrates with Unity. If you've ever used V or know what V Face is, that's what a lot of VTubers are made using, and it's through this program. Yeah, that's pretty cool. A lot of fun. Certainly nothing quite like it. Get to bring a character to life. Bueno. Be in animations. Fantasy. So these are just the hand clips. No, here we go. Layers, menus, stuff. Fantasy. These are the parameters. These are the accessories. If the accessories has a sword, no. Huh. Interesting. I'm getting the feeling the sword is activated some other way. I don't see it here at all in any of these accounts. Unity is sure is a lot of fun. I've been talking about it for hours today now. I don't even use it actively. Just that much fun. Oh, here we go. Extras. Sword is in the dial menu, but never activated. Gotcha. Extra. So we'll go to here, main menu, and type it. Right, delete this one. No. Open this one. Make extras and make it a submenu that takes in this extras menu. Well, so now with the character, we should have the ability to toggle the sword and the fire breath and the body dynamics. Glider, toe dynamics. Okay, so this should have been there to begin with. I guess they couldn't have until I made the edits. Because it wouldn't have worked with the face tracking as is. But it should work with mine. Alright, so we'll save this. Hit play. Give it a shot. See that? But yeah, Nora, if you're interested in making characters, VTubers, VR chat avatars, and stuff, that's pretty much what I do full time. So certainly feel free to ask questions, hang around. Open your sword into a frosted band to fall along the ice theme. Or. Oh, heck yeah. Well, good. It's fun. It's very fun. Thank you for the follow. Thank you, Nora. Super appreciate that follow. That should have turned the sword on. Sword. Or. Let's see. Nice. I have to remove the toe weight painting on the dress. So V2 toe weights on dress. Nice. Search for Unity, but it shows Unity Asset Store. Gotcha. Chance Blender cart, so I'll go back to my Blender corner. Who show its icon or logo? You're in the right spot. Unity Asset Store is the program, and they should have more on their website because the Asset Store is just one part of their website. Fire breath has been converted to white for ice breath. Was that something someone else did, or is that what you're requesting? Let's see. The sword's not turning on, even though it should be here. We have it set up. So the object's there, but it's done by the previous modeler. Okay, interesting. I'll have to take a look for where that may be. Excuse me. We're in a different scene because this is the face tracking version. Online creator or software? It is a software. Yeah, this is much more in depth than like an online character creator system. You have to make the models, animations, everything's kind of from scratch, which gives you a lot of freedom, but it is definitely challenging to jump straight into. All right, let's take a look at our short. So the extras menu, boop, boop, here. We have the sword toggle, which toggles object toggles. Beautiful. And do we have that parameter? Yes. No. Yes, right here. Okay. Homemade Abby's fresh flavors, hottest things. Delicious hot dogs. Go through the phone to look from there. Sounds good. Wait, what animator am I in right now? This one. Okay. So there's some stuff we rid of here. All right. That may have been why it didn't work, because if those parameters were stored in there, no, no, that's different. Okay, let's hit play one more time, and we want to see if this parameter changes. Link for this software, um, Unity download. Actually, I'm going to send you. Are you looking to make VR chat avatars? Then you'll want to download this instead. Oh goodness, what? VR chat companion. So definitely recommend if you're looking to make VR chat avatars specifically. This is a fantastic guide to how to get set up, what to download, links to those downloads. Um, so definitely recommend just going through this website here for VR chat related stuff, and that'll give you a huge leg up in learning how to make these things. Hey, no problem. There's all the face tracking. I clicked sword, and it still did not toggle it. But it's hard to tell if it's because of this. So I'm going to go into prefab here and remove this. Save, go back, and try that again because could be that the VRC Fury stuff is breaking connection. Breaking my connection. Nope. But that works. Sounds good, BRB. Brubadub. So why the sword no worky? If I click on the character, we should be in sword equippy. Oh. Aha. Oh. Well, what the fuck? Um, water. I have to go get some water. Right back. Agua. I always love it. Everyone CGI, or most people in my experience, at least, love sharing tidbits of info like this. Seems cute, but it's actually just a cult of junkies pushing each other further into the rabbit hole of CGI slash games, etc. We get you hooked. That can't be right. No. Okay, so this is missing something. We go to the original Dragon animator, specifically fantasy. We have the sword handling system, but there's no animations here. It is just setting these network sync values. Which is affecting what? Where? Ah, it must be a. Got it. It has to be on like one of the action layers or something. I bet you. Okay. So, also my drink water thing should have gone off. Should it? Oh, maybe it did not. All right. So to get this sword, I need not just this is the effects layer. Where is my action layer? Let's go back to dragon. Here. Select. Yeah. Wait. I guess not. Maybe on the effect layer. It would just be one layer pointing at single set of parameters. So when we see it, it should be pretty obvious. But it has to be in one of these layers. Hmm. Where the sword at? Handling system. And it's moving through based on these gestures. And which switch hand? Or that one. We don't want Go Go Loco. Don't need it. Removed features. Hello, Kaiser. Welcome. Hello, hello. What all the Unity engine hate memes in 20,000 something? Basically, oh, Unity has really pissed off a bunch of people with their new pricing scheme. Um, so after you make a certain amount of money, anytime someone installs the game after that point, just installation, you will get charged as a developer. So you would not doesn't affect the players. It's only affects the developers. Um, which is making people like Torch again. Even Russian internet and Russian language memes. Yeah, yeah. If any, there's tons of studios that are pissed off right now. And I'm pissed off because it might affect me. I'm not making games, but I rely on games to make a living. I'm in Unity right now, and yeah, basically, it's just a really probably borderline illegal thing that Unity's doing, and they're gonna piss a lot of people off. Hello, the Hippo Kid. Welcome, Chelsea. Are you there? Actually, I'm gonna send you a message, Chelsea. So, um, yep. Are those nodes on the left of the screen? So this is a animator. Um, it's basically the logic for why or how to switch between animations. And that means a little bit more than just character movement in Unity. You can animate a lot of different properties. Um, but for the VR chat avatars that I work on, like this one, um, it allows you to make them breathe fire, toggle items, swords, it's stuff like that. Um, yeah, so it's a lot of fun. It's like a little computer into it on it in of itself. You can make a lot of different things happen. It's the brain of the character. Well, thanks for explaining. Absolutely, Kaiser. There's a lot more to be said, but I have gone through it a few times today, just in terms of Just for my own sanity, I'll refrain from getting back on my rant from earlier. um, I'm learning about that nodes plans for college. It's kind of fun, not gonna lie. It is. It definitely is. Yeah, I learned a little bit of this stuff in college as well, and then learned a lot on my own since then. And now I make VR chat avatars full time. All right. So in the meantime, while I'm waiting to hear back from the client, did send a message. Perfect. They saw it. Um, we're gonna get rid of some of the weight painting here. This is Blender now that I'm working in. This is for making 3D characters, and I don't want the toes to affect anything. There we go. And this should still animate. Perfect. It might sound dumb. What's VR chat? No, I don't mind explaining it at all. So basically, VR chat is a game. You could think of it like Roblox, but kind of a VR focus, so virtual reality. Um, and these are avatars. So these are what people look like when they're in the VR space. So if you ever played Second Life, World of Warcraft, uh, Roblox, it's kind of like that, but it's its own platform. Probably the biggest social game for VR that exists. Though you can play it on desktop as well. I was about to gaslight you by asking you to explain what you're doing, how I could achieve this in Unreal, because Unity might not do it for me. I'll have to ask someone else about that as well. Because I don't know. I do not know. And I may have to learn. Hello, Zoom. Welcome. Hello, hello. It's late for you. I'm surprised you're awake. Howdy, partners. So you can just go in as whatever, then I'm assuming? Absolutely, yeah. There's a lot of avatars you can find there. And um, of course, people can make from the ground up completely custom characters. Um, but you also go in and find a lot of SpongeBob and, you know, characters you already know. Usually people prefer to have custom characters. I think we're missing an animator here, which is why I can't get the sword to work at the moment. Um, that's the only guess. I don't see the sword logic anywhere else. So we'll hold off on that. But we can test in VR. So, or in VR chat. I'm not going to hop in VR just yet. Let's make sure we have the latest version exported. Yeah, Zoom, how you doing? What have you been up to today? Oh, do you work with Unity? I know you're a developer, but I can't remember if you work with game engines or not. So this character creator tools, what software are you using? So Blender is what I use to make the model in, and that's like a 3D modeling and side of things. So you can use it to texture the character, make the geometry like the surface. Played some For Honor, had a good day. Heck yeah. um, but then the current tests are outside of Unity, though I can have and will work with Unity again. I'm not sure if you've been hearing all the drama. Not to get straight back into it again, but Unity is on fire right now. um, isn't Blender used for CGI and special effects? It is. It is. It's a bit of a general purpose tool, so you can make things that you can bring into Unity, which is this program here, this game engine, and it allows you to. Um, oh, thank you, that hippo kid for the follow, much appreciated. Welcome to the stream. Um, so yeah, Blender's used a lot for CGI and stuff. A lot of like YouTubers and people that will use it to make animations, video, VFX, and stuff. But yeah, like Snardum's saying, it's used for all things. It really covers a really broad spectrum, and video game engines and CGI all kind of are in this Venn diagram of overlap. Did you speak of some hateable stuff earlier today? But I can't say that up to date on it. Gotcha, gotcha. That's right. Yeah, you were here earlier today. Um, yeah, well, I'm sure once you get back into the office, your coworkers will have a lot to say. Oh boy. I'm just uploading the avatar here. Right, I am in the wrong scene. I want to be in the face tracking version down here. This one. Okay, thank you for the notes. My friend is trying to get me into the game. I don't know anything about it, so I'm just trying to understand. Gotcha, gotcha. So with Blender and Unity, those are the what allow us to create the custom characters, and I can upload my custom character through Unity into VR Chat. So if I wanted my anime waifu SpongeBob-san in in VR Chat, I could create and then upload through Unity. Um, and special menu user parameter is not defined. That's fine. Okay, let's get her uploaded. Oh, fix the issues above. Oh, just this one. Oh, excuse me. Did you say SpongeBob anime waifu? I did. I did. Thank you. Just as an example. No, you can make whatever kind of character you want, but I just thought it'd be funny if someone had a SpongeBob waifu. Where are my custom menus? Here, here we go. How many channel points for the SpongeBob waifu? Is that what you're asking? 1 million. But yeah, VR chat's kind of hard to explain because it is just a bunch of things. But it's best to think of it like an MMO. You know, Roblox is probably the closest thing. Only 90% to go, baby. Okay. Back to here. Should have. But then we go to Chelsea. This one we have. It's trying to do the head pat per contact. Bam. So, do we have enough for that in our parameters? We'll add it. All right, now we can build and publish. That may have been too much, though. We'll see. All right. Also need to include the fantasy. Sorry for asking questions. No, I don't mind. But you said you make characters and maps for full time job. If so, then it's even a stable job. Do you have another way of making income? Right now, I do this, just full time, and it is stable enough. Um, I would say that certainly are ups and downs, but a lot of people in the video game industry freelance. So they work for a bunch of people or a bunch of individuals rather than like getting hired for a company. You just do a job, like one job for a company. They need you on for a project for a month or 3 months, 6 months, and then you're done. Um, so I'm very familiar with that part of it. And I like working for individuals in VR chat. Just thought of some motivation for you, Sam. If, and they won't, VR chat switches to Unreal Engine, you can use particle-based terror. That is a big plus. That is a big plus, I would have to say. Let's drop this right there. Save. And now we can upload. Yeah, I think quite tempting with the metahuman, all the free assets and stuff. As long as you're able to get enough for bread and water, it's all good. Indeed, indeed. I used to try to do concept art um, for a full time living, and that was a much bigger struggle. Um, Frankly, the VR chat works. Some of those constant and stable work I have found. Don't forget about fun either. Unity is trying to make me forget. um, but I love this. I love this kind of work, and I really hope it really pushes the skills I value along. Being able to make things for myself. I always say that because I can't be a wizard, making things in video games is digital is the second best. Is the follow up choice. Closest thing I can to magic I can get in the real world. Loading, loading, loading. This is interesting. Now it's in here. This is cool. So it compiles it and then it uploads outside of play mode. That's super cool. So when you are done exporting the character and the assets, you're going to playtest them, or do you have someone for that? I playtest them. I'll be doing that in just a second here. Uh, I don't have my full body tracking set up, but I can do just. Oh, actually, I need to plug in my headset. I don't have my full body tracking stuff set up, but I've been meaning to do that sometime soon. Um, yeah, it's pretty straightforward. We're just waiting for this loading bar right here to finish, and then we'll jump into VR chat. Failed to upload file. Nice. So many dragons lately. It's true. It's true. All right. So that did not go through for some reason. Let's double check. Failed to upload file. Probably just too big. So we need to try it again. Out of nowhere, but I like that chair behind you. It is comfy. It's like a foldable one. So right now it's folded up. But it's perfect for VR. I can put it away when I want to stand, and then I can unfold to sit down when I'm sitting down. I certainly don't mind seeing many dragons, though. Heck yeah, dragon, believe it. Better dragon, believe it. What am I trying to say? Oops. All right, hopefully this loads. Fingers crossed. Got to find ways to entertain ourselves while it loads. All right, I'm going to go back doing my classes, but I'll have to stream up. I'll be lurking. That sounds good, Hippo. Thank you for coming by. Good luck with your classes. And yeah, if you have any more questions, I'm here all the time. I stream while I work, so I'm here a lot. And just slowly scrolling through Twitter, and it's like a train wreck in slow motion. Hey, there we go. It uploaded. Yay. Yeah. All right, so let's hop into viewer chat. Doop, doop. I was about to say, this looks like a man who's watching the world burn. Burning with desire. Okay, so we still have to update the fire. Let's make a new entry over here. Update fire. And we want to update sword. And then we're waiting on full azalea package. All right. You know, it'd be funny if Unreal bought Unity and they just kept it as a separate engine. That wouldn't be that funny though. Monopoly. But it's an entertaining idea. All right. So here's the avatar. And I still. What is that? Oh, it's the back of the dress. I may have to turn off the calling. Okay. Don't know where I saw it, but I saw someone mention MS buying Unity hypothetically. I'd be down for that. Microsoft has made some questionable decisions, but at least they're consistent. Yeah. I mean, I'd be down for it. All right, fangs work. The wag works. Wings, cheek fluff can be disabled. Those all work. Face tracking. I don't have that set up, so we'll come back to that. And that might be for something else. I think I'll just remove this option. You just keep it going. It's the only thing that would restore my faith in the company. A hard reset. All right, so we're going to remove the body dynamics toggle. All right. And we'll exit. So that's all we need to test for now. Everything's looking pretty good, though. One last thing. The back face. Okay. So just quite a few material changes right now. First is the fire. So we go to the, probably in the head. I don't like when people set it up like this, but most likely that's where it is. Yes, flame breath. All right, here. I was playing with grease pencil for hair. I think you mentioned the idea today or earlier yesterday. It's okay, but it's annoying to keep track of stroke direction. Interesting. Yeah, like it could be nice, but I could see it being quite difficult as well. Could be fast enough, especially for grooming realistic hair. I just can't wait for geometry nodes to be integrated into, or grease pencil to integrate with geometry nodes. Then that will really make, you can use a particle system and then just turn it all into grease pencil quickly and easily. But we're far from that at the moment, unfortunately. So I'm going to close this one, save. Then we're going to go up here. There should be a prefab version here, right? This one, select, where is this prefab? Okay. Oh, okay, so it's not prefabbed. Well, it's V1, and we will prefab it. Boom. Save, return to this one. Drag out the variant. Go to, oh, tiny. Yeah, I'm not as concerned about that because you can toggle the size easily. Use multiple GP layers. 4.0. Ooh, it's coming. It's coming. I'm hyped about that. I'm going to copy. Oh, this is the shader. I want to copy the particle system. Pretty sure. Go back to here. Oh, I have to open it the same way. There we go. Then sparks here. Copy component. Paste component values. And then that looks good. We can get rid of this one and then save the prefab here. Boom, boom. Okay. Oh, wait, actually, I need to make sure that this is off. Then apply that. Bam. All right. One down. Bada boom. Next, we'll go to the sword. And we want to make the particles here cool visually. Done. Easy peasy. So together, looks like that. Awesome. Okay. Save. It's always fun making systems. Oh, one last thing would be the sword itself, the emission. We turn that on. The color should be blue, and it's 0.5 for the thing, and then like that. Which is pretty cool, honestly. Okay, there we go. Sword updated. Bada boom. And then the body dynamics toggle, that is something else that I didn't need to create. So go here, parameters, menu extras, body dynamics. We can delete that because that doesn't affect anything. Yeah. And finally, for the dress material that we created, does this one look funny? It's the top. There we go. I don't know. That was a bug. the back face we will turn off, which may lead to some weird moments because you can look up the dress, but it will prevent the front from clipping too often. All right, lock those in. And we're good to go. Now, I'm going to go ahead and delete this. So that I can do what? Test with the avatar emulator. We want to test the FX layer. And there should be a way to test the full body. Okay, so in here, T-pose, nice. Hmm. I believe that means the IK is fixed. Not 100% sure, but that leads me to believe that it is fixed. That's all working still. All the gestures are working. So I think we're good. So we're actually just going to wait on the client now. There is one updated package that they will need to send me, but we're not in a rush to get that. So we kind of got maybe a half hour to kill. So there's two things I'd like to work on while we have this little gap in our time. I want to look at the Blender game engine. I didn't realize Sword of Symphony was a Blender game. That's cool. But I did want to see the VR integration first. Just received an email from our lead developer that we're having a meeting tomorrow. That bad, huh? It's concerning. It's concerning. And I think for a lot of companies right now they are quite concerned. It does. Yeah, it does use the latest version. I swear I saw some sort of VR. Oh yeah, right here. VR scene inspection add-on exposes and extends native virtual reality features. Oh, okay. So it doesn't have VR integration, so to speak. But it'd probably be pretty easy to set up. It's a Python. Okay, well, I'm not going to mess around with that if I can't get the. If it's just scene inspection, then I can do that in standard Blender just fine. All right, I'm going to save that, run to the restroom, and then we'll start on sculpting some pixie wings. We're going to make a free set of pixie wings this week. So, BRB. Hello. It uses the latest version of Blender. Zoom, what does your company use Blender for, by the way? Game related industrial stuff, for example. Industrial makes software for creating windows, window decorations, floor stairs, and many such products. Uses it mainly on render engine or on top of your own tech, or also heavily locked into Unity magic it offers. I see interesting mention. I was wondering about exactly these type of Unity users from a developer perspective with all the community up in arms, etc. We have Unity-based software embedded in our web applications, used to make measurements, view 3D products, and make calls to industrial machinery. Interesting. Doesn't sound like you'll have a lovely meeting then. Just now reading the update they posted. This would be something else. Agreed. Agreed. Depending on what planet they're from, they made that decision. They were definitely thinking about it backwards. All right, let's stand up. Let's stand up, guys. I give you permission to stand. Planet Money. All rise. Well, hopefully it doesn't affect you too badly, Zoom. Certainly a concerning thing, but we'll see. Let's see. Time. Okay, so we're going to switch over to working on a product. I want to make some wings. And I don't want to make it in this version of Blender. In this version. All right. All the game engines enjoying free publicity now, loving it. Yeah. File sent. Oh, okay, perfect. Well, good timing there. And let's take a look. Oh, it's probably just uploading to Discord right now. That means, though, that I should make a backup copy of our project as it is right now, just in case. Take this, we're going to export the package. Boatload of files. I just need the whatever you downloaded from Azalea initially. Go here, we'll say Azalea backup. Save. I shouldn't override anything, but I just want to see if there were some files that were not integrated. All right, so we're just waiting on some stuff to load, y'all, and then we'll be back to work. These are the files I downloaded initially before I sent out for mods. Gotcha. Perfect. That's exactly what I'm looking for. All right. Save. And it hasn't uploaded on my end just yet, so we're just chilling. We're just chilling. Download dance. Before I found out what DPM meant for mod upload support. Hey, no judgment here. There's a reason VR chat's so popular. You know why VHS went out over Laserdisc? That's why VR chat's popular. I love how all the free open source engine Reddits have the same pricing changes topics going on, but for all of them it's set to $0 and the pricing tabs jump from the Unity post. Yeah, I love that. It's so funny. It's, like, it's just a meme at this point. Oh, it's so good. All right, sorry, it still hasn't gone through on my end. Where did you send it, Chelsea? Did you send that through Discord? Originally thought damage per second, a damage counter. In a way. Oh, okay, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong spot. Oh, that's funny. Okay, I have it here. Uh, B1.03. This should be it here. All right, we were talking about this the other day, but I just found another clip of it. Check this out. So, this person is playing Halo with their brain.
So exciting! Oh, that's two in a row!
See, she's like holding her hands and stuff, but she has an EEG machine on her head. Seems challenging though, because she kind of stops to. Seems like she's not in it to win it in terms of the game. She's just excited when something goes her way. Things always nice. AI for college, baby. Absolutely. Had the tech for years. My body is ready. Yeah, I'm super interested because it's amazing how well the um, things are being read, like getting images from people's heads, things like that. Ignore those. Here we go. Ah, interesting. Okay. I see why it happened. The dual wield system is its own thing, and that's why it wasn't in there. It's its own asset. Okay, perfect. That's awesome. So importing this is super straightforward. Cha-ching! I don't know why it's ching, but cha-ching. Sort of. I think we'll still need to. It's not gonna. Oh, perfect. All the animations populated. Populated. So I was looking at this earlier and I just don't see. How does it work? All the animations are empty, but now they're there. Awesome. Okay. So we removed the VRC Fury thing. So we should be able to just test right now. Okay. So expressions, extras, sword. Yes. Okay. You can toggle that on and off. I just need to double check what allows us to move it around. Gesture left. So we go back to gesture manager. Click. Bam. Where is it? So it's out, and then we just move gesture left. One of these should activate it. Equals 1. But I bet it is using the collider. So I may only be able to test that in VR. All right, but at least it toggles on. So let's upload again and hop in VR and test. We'll worry about adding the animations afterward. You know what? Let's do the animations first. I want to limit the amount of times I'm going back and forth between VR and Unity. Better to get it all done now. All right, so we got the flame sword here. Yeah, but still have to make the animations. Damn, she think. She think. What's thicker than a bowl of oatmeal? Sorry, it's suddenly become apparent to me. Neuron activated. Just one. Just one act. Just one neuron. Uh, animations. We will make another folder here. Chelsea. And create material. Or no, not material. An animation clip. And this animation will be F sword, say particles. I can spell out particles on. Then duplicate that, and then this will be blade glow on. All right, so those are our two animations. Now we'll go to our layers. We're going to make two layers. Well, let's make one. We'll call it Chelsea Flame Sword. And we'll go to the weight, turn it on. And we're just going to use a blend tree. It's going to make it a lot easier. Flame Sword. Nail gun. We'll need one parameter here, which will make float. And set that to 1. Boom. Then set this to that. And we want to make sure it's a direct. Then blend tree, blend tree. Copy this. Make 2 more floats. And blade glow. Particles, blade glow. Awesome. Then add a motion and a motion and a motion and a motion. And this one is particles on, bow. This one is blade glow on, bow. Take it all about GP, at least I think. For what, grease pencil? Is it you like it or don't like it? For hair, zoom, levels, influence, distance of GP objects, which are the mesh. So it's a big for me. Yeah, I always had trouble with the grease pencil sorting. It'd be pretty difficult. I mean, it would just be easier to make 3D hair like a curve with a shell, and problem solved at that point. Got everything downloaded. We've got the thing applied, but I just want to take our effects animator, drop it here, boom, save, find our animations, hit record, go down into the character, go down, 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 into the character, spine. No, where is it? Actually, should be here, sword system. And embers, if it's on, wait, this is for the glow, blade glow. So just 0.5. And we already changed the color, and that's prefabbed in, so that's good to go. Next, go to particles on, hit record, and if they're on, then these 2 objects are enabled. That's it. So if I zoom out, the grease pencil drawing on mesh will vary in distance. So if I zoomed out in one paint harder on the mesh, the further you view the mesh when drawing the GP object, distance from mesh also increases. Interesting. Do you have your strokes in 3D space or set to 2D? I think that's a per layer thing. Can't remember. Or it's how I do it, my brain reading psychic damage. Take me. It's just that if your viewport is set to a certain zoom level from your mesh, you should not change zoom. Gotcha. As in you shouldn't do it. You do the GP distance to face will also change. Gotcha. Gotcha. I see what you mean. All right, let's update the prefab. And we're just missing a few things. Let's copy. Then we need to go here. We need to go to parameters. We need to add these. So weight we don't need, but we do need particles. And we also need blade glow. Looks like it's spelled correctly. And then for our main menu here, we're actually going to duplicate this, create a submenu, sword. In our submenu, delete that, and then some toggles, sword, particles, and then same deal, sword, blade, glue, which toggles the blade glow. All right, so that should be functioning. Then we have our emulator enabled. We can delete the gesture manager, save, play. And did I update the wrong menu? No, I just never ended it. So what we were missing was in my menu here, I need to also make a sword menu. Bam. And we'll move it up. Save, play. All right. So now, expressions. Sword. Wait, first we gotta. I should probably put this toggle in the other menu. So we'll move that around as well. Then I can. Interesting. Gotcha. The weight was. Weight also always set to 1. Save, play. Sword. Nice. Okay, that's what it should look like. You can turn on the blade glow and the particles. Hey. Dope. Dopey. And let's just check really quick with our Chelsea parameters. We are at 52 parameters, which is awesome. Yeah, we're gonna leave it like that. Okay. Gives us some extra room once we add the face tracking. So, bam. So now we're on V4. We will upload and test, this time in VR. Oh, wait, no. So close so far. In our main menu, in the extras menu we created, that's where we put the sword toggle. I'm going to remove that object toggle sword and put it in our new menu we made just for the sword. because that makes more sense. Okay. All right. Yes. Now we're good. Now we add in here our little prefab object. This one here. Select. Drag that into the fantasy prefab. Save and apply. Upload. Okie doke. Artichoke. Upload in, upload in, upload the upload in, upload in, upload in, upload in. Yay, uploaded. All right. VO time. Huh. Interesting color change. I'm trying to walk, but my stick drift is too much. No. Please let me walk. I gotta fix my stick drift. Probably a little bit more I could do to get rid of that clipping on the legs. But let's test everything else. Sword. Oh, yeah. Apparently I can. Oh, fuck yeah. I can flip up. I don't really know how I'm doing that, but it is possible. It's working really well, though. It's pretty good. Yeah. And then flip it around. Yeah. Awesome. uh, uh, nice. How was I doing those cool things? Okay. I don't know how I'm doing that. All right, but there's probably a manual for it. It seems intuitive, but I actually don't know. I never looked at it. So. My head hurts. Something's wrong with my brain. And then, of course, we can turn it off. And if we put it back, all right, dope. Oops. Oh, God. Now, face tracking should all be set up. Uh, so lip tracking is the one you want. All right, see if I can figure that out. Oh my God, stop. Stop. Wings, cheek fluff, nice. Fangs, noise, wag. All right, boop, boop, boop. Noise. Look at that Blade Master go. You guys better watch out. You guys better watch out. I'll slice you. I'll dice you. You goddamn ninja. I'm like a goddamn ninja. Oh, hey there, Easy. Hello. Dread the day Sam decides to annihilate us. Jedi has nothing on you. We can't fight back, though. Hey. Did the throw work? It should have worked. I'm always worried that it doesn't because I never see it on my end. Yeah, okay, it's working. Oh, it just really just bounced right out of frame. Boop. Hides in the corner. Bring it. Bring it. Oh no. Okay, so it is busted. No, I feel bad. Yeah, we'll just click it a few times. I don't know why it works sometimes and then it doesn't other times. I think I just need to exit in, restart it. Sam is so strong it cuts them down within a single frame. Watch it. It's my ninja moves. Okay, but we're almost done with all the changes we've made. Um, it's only 350. Nice. All we want to really do is you are never done. That's true. That is true. Blender sings to me when I sleep. Like that. Right in my ear. Okay, now it should work fine. Let's test. Whoa. There we go. I don't know why the connection is so finicky sometimes. It's creepy, Sam. Don't worry, it's just me. It went away. I needed to sneeze. Welcome back, Hippo Kid. Where we hopped in VR for a second to test the character, and we're about to do so again after I make a quick edit. Wrong blender. Getting assaulted by the banana and bee boil. the the bee ball. Skip it up, skip it up. Oh, I exported it, but I didn't even make any changes yet. I'm just exporting it, just because. Not what I meant to do. Okay, back to here. So the problem is, I was about to say, "Hey, new Abby," but it's not. It was just a skeleton that threw me off. It shouldn't be clipping as much as we see it do. Still the patable lizard. Let's turn off this, rotate this forward, and then try tilting. Still don't see much clipping. Why is there so much in VR chat? Do 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 do. Wait, does it still not have any joints or muscles? It does have bones or joints in this case, but there's on a different layer. You can hide bones at certain times, so they're there. I just don't have them visible at the moment. Just to just so I can see what I'm doing. It gets a little difficult to see see everything sometimes. There's just so many bones and stuff like that. BX to see configure. Bang. Save. Once it loads, all right. I want to see the muscles and settings. specifically the roll in and roll out. Yeah, I barely see any clipping there. I just felt like we saw a lot while in VR chat. But the dress doesn't seem to clip us all at all here. Hey, dancing. Maybe there's some other bone affecting it. So let's go into here, and here's the other bones. There's quite a few. All right. These bones, that would do it. That would do it. So let's go back into weight painting. And we're going to remove the influence of these bones. If I can select it. Right there. Speaking of Moosels, it's not commercial, and I keep forgetting the guy's names, but he left the project to work at Ubisoft. He does VR now, recently stopped working at Ubisoft, and I think it was Nimsoni or something else. Yeah. No IK VR system with a muscle system or something like that. Oh, thermal coloring. Yeah, it shows the influence of the bones we're selecting. I remember Nimsoni. That was a cool character. These don't have any impact. It's me, Nimsoni. Let's get rid of that influence. He was a good guy. I'm kind of excited for him to get back into it. What odd timing with all the VR chat stuff or the Unity stuff, because if I remember correctly, he did all his stuff in Unity. Let's make sure that's mirrored. Biggest system uses no IK stuff. Not sure how he did it. Coincidence? I think not. Yeah, they're like, we need to bring him back. Only defacing our company's reputation will bring him back. It's the only way. All right, that was most likely why the clipping was occurring. So I'll turn it back to just the bone layer here. Export again. He comes right when we need him the most. So put up the bat signal, the Nimsoni signal. Not to mention feeling limited by Unity and making his own flavor of engine. Hey, no judgment here. I started to judge, but the driver looks like it's named Zoe. It's kind of close. There's a Z. It's Azalea. Well, actually, the character's name is Dow, but then the avatar's name is Azalea. But when you get your own persona, we'll call that one Zoe. That should have loaded in the latest version. Perfect. And for some reason, it's only testable when we're in VR. So Zarda? No, Azalea, like the flower. Azalea, like this. All right, that should be everything, I believe. So let's build and publish one more time. And then test one more time, and then I think we should be to go. I should call her Eza. Got it. Australia. They may be dangerous, but they know what a knife looks like, so it's cool. Australia. Azalea, like the flower. Azalea. I typed it, but I think you're just yanking my chain. Uploading. Azalea, mate. There are a lot of Australian furries. They're out there. As the Aussie drag. Azalea. Azalea. Dude, sometimes like joke around with wizard names. All right, uploaded. Let's get in. Let's get into it. Bada boom. We're going in. My menu. Look at that. Now those are some shades. Whoa. I should put little like an aviator symbol. I was thinking of putting googly eyes on, or just my own little custom design. Oh, all right. That's all working. And the legs, that still clips right there. And on the hip right there. Not as noticeable because of the bag. Okay. A little bit more to fix. We're almost there. We're almost there. Put tracking points on them for your webcam. Have infinite projects projected there. It's so overcast today. Just so surprising. All right, so but now we see the pose where the problem is occurring, which is this right here. And it twists. Something like that. This is exaggerated, but too exaggerated. I can't tell what's going on. Like this. Okay, yeah. So we see this sleeve of material poke out. That's the problem. So we're going to go in here. We're going to select this, throw this selection. And go into paint mask. We're going to see if we can fix it. Oh, cool. Manually. So right here, can I perhaps paint the influence here? Yo, a sleep salt be doing the electric shuffle. A sleep salt, that name. What a name. Got to get those dance moves somewhere. Oh, I painted it out on that side. Wait, Control Tab, weight paint. That worked. No, it's pushing it back. What's going on there? I retake it back. GP does have use cases for hair. I like the innate layer system available inside to store my different flow/layers. So interesting. So whatever has the most action and movement is highlighted with the infrared color. It's per bone. So yes, this bone moves this section the most. Blue means it has no influence, and red is the most influence. And that's how it's as attached as it can be to this bone. And then there are other bones keeping other sections of the mesh in place. Will it detect clipping or no? No, there's no system that automatically knows if something's clipping or not. That is just trying to make it yourself. Prevent it yourself. Oh, that's my neighbor. So let's invert that. What happens if I grow the influence here? This. It's more like painting the influence of the bone so it won't clip. So trial and error. Correct, correct. There's some stuff you could do to like help it, but generally it's manual. It's a manual process. Speaking of manual, I think we need to take this section of dress and move it out. Doesn't seem to prevent it, so what will? Do I need to move this back? Doesn't seem much better. Fortunately for games, there's no other way. Yes, simulations can do it. We can't run those in games and select it. Correct. Yeah, things. It's only so much uh, computation you have available on your computer. So technically, you could do it, but even with high quality simulations, things can still break. It's easier to think of these like a puppet than a. They're much more like a puppet. If I could throw an orange in a blender, it runs juices, so it makes smoothies. I suppose that's fair. I pretend about a different kind of blender. All right, wait. Why don't I just make these edits with this on? So if I do this, and move this over, it should move the other side. It's a little concerning to me that it's not. Mm. Oh, my eyeball. Brought my dog to the stream. Hopefully, no one's allergic to dogs. Oh, there's only one. What is this heresy? There is only one blend, and it does that make if does that make Rosenthal the uh what's it? What do they call him? The God, God Emperor. I think it worked so well a second ago. Now I'm struggling to get it to behave the same way. Almost there. Wait, the skirt slash dress kilt only one asset, but laid out and stacked on each other. Um, so there's an apron section and like a skirt or dress section. So there's like two pieces here, if that's your question. Um, but in the video game, there's uh, four objects: the skeleton, the body, the dress, and then the wings. Those are the separate objects that we have. I think that's as good as that's going to get for those changes. Bam, bam. Usually, if things are very, very optimized and you know your workflow, you can combine everything into one object, usually for like per character. Um, but if you have the computational budget, you can separate things. Um, that's getting into optimization, which can be difficult. Hey, just splash me. Got some white. Yeah, the redeems do things on the stream, throw things or stuff like that. Deserve a hydration moment. Oh, thank you, thank you. My voice is getting a little raspy. All right, here we go. Is the VRChat SDK a checklist of what the character needs? It's more of a yes and no. So part of it is there's certain things you need to have in order to upload, and then the other part is showing you how much of something you have. So I have a lot of these red components, a decent amount of these ones, less of these, and then zero of these. Fear the night has overwhelmed me again for the day. Until tomorrow, enjoy your charge. Get powered up, get rested, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye, Zoom. Good night. Uploaded, upload successful. Save one more time. Hop into VR one more time. We celebrate. Oh, yeah. All right. We got the music. Oh. Ellen Mouse, quiet, dead air noise. Emanese, Emanus, Among Us, Among Us. It's a pretty chill stream. It's a pretty chill stream. I'm definitely a smaller streamer. I can't type. How dare you? How dare you? Honestly, if I'm grateful I can talk instead of type because if I was typing, it'd have a lot more typos. Oh, you're fine. I have no concern. All right. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Interesting. It's still clipping at like certain times. I need to check the weights in total. Maybe there's something else affecting it because they should be better than this. They should be. Better than this. All right, and then the hip. I have to remember the hip. It clips this way, so you just got to pull out that hip side. Almost done. Almost. I have the same disease. Apathy is dead. Even the tail is clipping. There's only so much clipping you can get rid of, and usually people let their tails flow in the breeze, if you know what I mean. All right, let's look at the dress isolated in weight paint mode. We're going to go through all the. Oh, yeah. Well, no wonder. Oops. Look at that. You know those weird clipping issues. That's a bug there. Or it's pulling through. What about the trim and nothing? Is there a collision within the skirt or whatever the outfit is called that might fix the clipping? Um, I, wait, why is it named knee? Uh, you could set up clipping, but it's not a object. Clipping doesn't, it's not, there's no physics to the skirt. It's just attached to the leg bones. So there's no collision involved. That makes sense. I need to bring this back. BRB. Burb. Burb. Probably be best to think of it like a G.I. Joe or Barbie doll action figure, where it's like one solid piece of plastic swiveling and moving around. It's not a. That's probably the best metaphor. All right, continue to look at these weights. Make sure weights aren't flipped around or messing with things. Oh, my nose. Probably don't need that one. I think that should be good. Certainly the hip is fixed in Animal. It's so annoying that I always have to hop all the way into VR to test this. One day I'll figure out a better system. Okay. Imported, build and publish again. At least the upload process is a lot easier. VRChat just changed that, so this little setup is all new. Well, sort of similar to what it was before, but more convenient. Loading, loading. Fine. Upload it back into VR. This could probably be my last test before the end of the stream today because I am tired. I am tired. TLRED. All right, better. Hip is not anymore. There's still some thigh clipping through every now and then. This angle back up a ways. This angle here. That angle there. Oh, one more test. Back to here. So I have symmetry on. Let's say topology mirror for this. I take that back. I'm going to take the dress or the skirt and separate it, and then do that. Topology. We're going to move this over. My hope by doing this is that I swear, is auto normalize on? Let's be the topology mirror thing. Let's back up. No topology mirror. Do that. Does not change this one. Believe it. All right, then we just got to do it by hand. It's fine. That's going to make it more likely that the thigh clips through. Right there. Okay. So what we can do for this is simply move this forward. Hello, sir. Do you have some time to talk about our Lord and Savior, Grease Pencil? I'm a convert of the Church of Hairstyle of Green GP. Can I interest you in salvation? Salvation, indeed. That would be all I'm selling, but I think I'm glad I kept trying to make it work. Good. And I thought I fixed a lot of this. Oh, I'm just going back and forth. Holy shit. Sorry. All right, we're going to paint these. Weights, sign automatic from bones. That should just be the selected bones. Just gonna redo this from scratch. Boom. Weight from here to here, and from here to here. Here to here. Here to here. All right. So there's only one other solution, which is to take the bottom of the dress and just move it forward. is it so bad? The other character, it was so easy to add to it. Hey, Dolls Maestro, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. Hope you're having an amazing Wednesday. We're almost done rigging this character. We're just struggling with the dress. Struggling indeed. One last attempt at just a simple weight painting thing. That's not much better at all. Dresses have got to be the hardest thing to weight paint, just in general. It's too soon for Christmas. Can I ask Sam to, for bendy bones being supported while everything outside of Blender? If only. There's just going to be some leg clipping. That's just how it's going to be. Oh, shit. I should have recombined the dress object, though. You know how you can spend some time to get perfect split on hips by torso? I saw a brilliant solution to auto rig it perfect with bendy bones. saw saw on purrs butt bones in the dress skirt. I'm not quite sure what you're saying. Saw one person put bones in the dress skirt. That would unfortunately still retain the issue of clipping. Um, Dresses are just hard. The only other solution would just be to delete the legs. Also, not entirely unimportant, more bones, less performed. It's true. It's true. Oops. All right. We don't see it in there, which means it's as good as it can get. All right, I'm gonna run some errands. I'll be lurking again. Sounds good. I'll probably be ending the stream in just a moment, so definitely enjoy your day, Hippo Kid. I'll probably catch you tomorrow. All right, but the sword's working. We got the clothing working. Yeah, everything else is working fine. I can't test the face tracking, but it should be enabled as long as you follow the directions on the readme for that character. Have a good day, Mr. Dut of Ur. Well, thank you. Well, thank you. Thank you. Upload one more time, test one more time, and then get it over to the client. Alright, it's loading right now. Uploading. I'm just chilling while it uploads, and then we'll hop in VR. Then we'll be good. Hippo out. Okay, I missed that. I saw some fire on your screen just now. Was that the intense heat? It's a Unity employee offering clarification, but it it's just so silly. All right, here we go. Nice. It's just these sideways movements. Diagonal. Everything else looks quite good. Nice. Yeah. Mana. Boom. Mana boom. All right, Chelsea, if you are there, I'm going to upload character to your computer or to your account. I would just need you to send me the email per usual. So I'm gonna try logging in right now. That email over to you. All right, email sent your way. Not much more to clarify. They made a big boo boo. Now they have to deal with it. Who could imagine something like this? Right. Absolutely. And it's just nuts because it's like so many things like, oh, they need to make more money. Like, just make more valuable things. Another big thing, too, is like, you see how many VR chat avatars are on Gumroad? Like, just a crazy amount of avatars on Gumroad. And you know why? It's because it's a pain in the ass to get things on the Unity asset store. But that's like, if they just made it easy to get things on the Unity asset store, they could have been making a killing. But instead, they kind of have to, especially if they want to get that money from the people actually using Unity. Anyway, silly stuff. There was a lot better way for them to do that. There we go. All right, so the fix should be in. I did fix the hip bones here, so they're as they should be. Face tracking is in. I don't have what it takes to test the face tracking, so that'll come down to your end. Money was an issue. A normal price increase for their licenses, hell, even a monthly subscription for Unity in some form, they get away with in many cases. This is just something else. 100%. 100%. It's too much to think anything else. Did it upload? Wait, there we go. Uploading, uploading. Still uploading. Uploading successful. All right, perfect. And it is 5 o'clock for me. I'm gonna brush some more hair. I'll cut you later. I'm just about to head out as well, Snardum. So you have a great rest of your day. I'll have a great rest of my day. Everyone else out there, have a great rest of your day. Um, I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna relax. Get some food in my belly. Maybe even take a little nap. But thank you everyone who's been hanging out today. Been an odd day with all the weird Unity news, but been a productive one as well. Thank anyone out there that's lurking. Definitely consider hitting that follow button. I'm up to Blender shenanigans, Unity shenanigans every single day. So definitely come along for the ride. But Chelsea, Snardom, Hippo Kid, Arctic, Val, Era, Zoom, anyone else out there lurking, thank you all for hanging out with me today. I hope you have a easy. Thank you again for coming by, Easy. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll catch you tomorrow. See you then. Everyone. Bye. Bye.